Now it's finally the time to take a look at the prototype mode. Yay! So in the prototype mode, we'll learn how to connect existing screens um, with different types of interactions and animations. So when I go to the prototype mode, which is on the top left corner, it seems like nothing changed. But on the right, I can see a gray out area, which because I have nothing selected. But if I'm selecting something, then you will see the difference. I'm selecting an artboard and I see all those lines, right? And when I click on one of them, the toolbar on the property panel on the right will highlight. And that's each line is in represent of one interaction. So I have already prototyped this. So that's why there are lines. Let's select and delete. You just select one until it's been highlighted and you hit delete. Same here. And you can basically go through this for every artboard. I don't find any solution to delete all the microinactions at once. So the way I do it is just to do it manually. So let's have a look. On the right, when I select something, either an artboard or any objects, I'll see this little blue area, and this shows, and if I drag it, I can see this line that's coming out. That's where it's gonna be connected. And if you're selecting an artboard, it means the whole screen will be your hotspot. So you click wherever on the canvas and it will take you to the next screen. For example, I want to connect those two screens. So I want to be when I click wherever on the screen, I'll see these two green panels shows up. So the way I do that is I drag this and I just connect it to the other artboard. And there it opens up the interaction panel. I can see the trigger. It now has 5 triggers. Either tap it, you tap the screen, or drag, or time. It just automatically play after a certain time duration. And then keys in gamepad. This is not often used, but you might want to know this. You assign um, a certain key and it triggers a certain movement. And then voice. This is something that I never tried, but Adobe XD has that since the very beginning versions. It's the voice recognition. But the one you mostly use will be this one, tap. And then you can select the transition type. Right now I'm at just a normal transition and the animation I chose is dissolve. You can try experiments with others. And and it has this preserve scroll position. This means when your screen is uh, goes over your viewport, when you're scrolling down to the bottom, you want to switch to another canvas and then switch back. It will preserve the scroll position for you. They don't have that before. They must have been updated very recently. And then I can select the duration and easing. So that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. Let's have a look. So you need to, if you want to set a home page there is this tab, and you highlight it, and it will be the home page. This is not the actual home page, so I will not do that. But for previewing, either go here and click this play button, or you hit space return. So, sorry, command enter. It's command enter. And I see my screen, right? And I click anywhere on the canvas and it will show up. But the animation is a little bit stiff, which means it's just not as natural. I wanted to be pushing from the side to the center. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this really powerful animation called type of transition called auto animate. It's one of the most powerful interaction you can get in Adobe XD. And what this does is that it grabs the same element from each canvas and it connects smoothly. Excuse me. It connects smoothly with an auto animation generates from it. But in order to do that, you need to have the exact same element, but in different positions or in different colors or a different size. The key to that is the naming. So when you're doing the prototype, I will suggest you open up the layer panel, and you can see from there, if I want to do this too, I have those two selected. One is called component 10.7 and one is called component 8.10. I want to do I want them to move from the side, right? Actually, I already have it here. Let's switch to design mode so it doesn't really bother too much. So let's just imagine we're doing this from the top. I can copy it, and I can place it. And from here, I want to move it to the side until it gets really close to the edge, but not oh, now it moves to the other. See, that's where it gets tricky. So now this component is on the other side. So I like to leave a little edge and then just make the transparency down to 0 to make sure it still stays within the canvas. And then I switch back to prototype mode and auto animate. And let's see how it goes. Boom! Now got a little cute pop-up. You can do this basically to anything in your prototype. Try something crazy. The XD has a really powerful algorithm, so it will try to make it work anyway. But at the time that's not working, remember two things. First, the two thing on the two canvas needs to be named in the exact same name. It doesn't have to always be like this, but when a time is not working, 90% of the time it's because of this reason. So if I have a rectangle, let's say at here, and I have a rectangle at there, and I want to do auto animate, you see it won't work. It's because it's not the same name. This one's rectangle 29, this one's 30. So if I'm switching the name to 29, and let's do it one more time. Oops, not selecting the screen that I want to preview. See, now it's working. So that's about it. You can do a lot of fun stuff with it.